So my father-in-law bought this Evolution golf cart. I think it's a D5, but I don't know how many hours he's got on it, but I know it's garage kept and stuff and very well taken care of. But he's having what he thinks is, when I diagnose over the phone, a wheel burn. So I was going to check both of them and see, and basically to check to see if you got a wheel burn bad, you can spin it and listen, or if you don't hear nothing there, you can just take it and see if you see wobble in the hub, which that one's tight. So let's check this one. I don't really hear anything, but look at that. You can move the whole thing on there. That bearing's out in there. So we gotta get this off and see what all's in there that's messed up. These front ones, I think, are a 19 is what it is. Those are beveled, so they push the wheel on straight when they go on there. You can see after we got this off how much dust and stuff is around that. That means it's eat away at the bearing in there. Hopefully the hub is still good, but I guess we'll have to find out. See it in there, all that dust right there around that. Not a good sign. Once you get your Carter pin out, you can take this nut off. And the Carter pin was just the pin that was holding that nut through that right there. And then that nut will come off there. Hey Wells, can you get me a baby wipe or get a paper towel and put a little water on it? And then you can take this off. We'll have to remove the brake, which will be these two nuts on the back of here. And then we can take the caliper off, and then we can take and pull the hub assembly off. A 13 millimeter takes off these nuts that are back here. So just get you a 13 millimeter and that'll let you take the brake caliper off. To get this off, the easiest, these are not big bearings, so there's not a lot of pressure on them. The easiest way to do it is to go behind it, get it loose, and then you can pull the whole thing off there. Now inside here, if you're wanting to be prepared, I didn't know what bearing it was, so we're going to look and see. So it takes a 6205 RS. You can see it right there. Can they see them numbers by any chance? It's got one on each side, and then it's got a, as you can see, like a keeper between them that lets them not shift in and out to keep it all there together. But this one here is wobbly in there, and this one is
tight.
This one feels okay. Now when you go to take the bearings out of this, they've got to come out frontwards on each side. There's a lip in there, as you can see, and that lip keeps the bearing from sliding in, and inside that sets this little keeper ring. Now that, I think the only reason for that is so you can knock the other bearings out. So when these set in here, this is the one that was in there. I just took a hammer, put a socket on it, and used this piece, like if it was flipped over this way, and hit that bearing out of that side, hitting the socket, pecking on this, which sets between the two bearings, and then flipped it over and did the same thing. Super simple process. Just peck them out the opposite way. They came out pretty easy. So when they purchased this and the hub needed, the bearings went out, it ate the hub up, and we didn't know all that till we started changing it and getting it all back ready to go. And the bearing was a little loose on the outside, letting it wobble on there. So my father-in-law ordered a new hub, and as you can see, if you've got one of these golf carts, then this hub is what come on it. So you can see how little that lip is. Well, the one that they sent us that's supposed to be on these was a lot thicker in this area. So I couldn't find the hub, and the dealer that sold this to them and this manufacturer didn't even know how the other hub got on there. But the hub that came on this was a lot thicker right here where this mounts to this disc. So I had to lathe this down to make it fit in here, because this one was a lot thinner to fit. So once I got that done, everything was fitted up just right. But if you buy one of these certain years, they're not going to have the exact hub to fit this. So you better watch when you're looking at these, or at least this dealer and the other ones, the one that they sent us that was supposed to fit this is the one that's here. And like I said, all of this was fine, but the inside of this wouldn't let the disc go back on because the bevel right here where this lip is was too thick. So I grind that down so this would fit in here, and then we're going to put it all back on and fix it. But if you have that issue and you get the wrong hub, you may have to have that grind down or take it to a shop or something. When you get ready to put these back in, take the old bearing, put it on top of the new one, and then set you something like a piece of wood on there to take some of the metal to metal blow out, and it'll drive that down in there. Pretty simple process. Just if you start getting one side crooked, turn it and get it to the other side. Try to drive it down in there straight, and it'll bottom out.
But
when you do these,
golf cart, that's easy.
Yeah, it is. When you do these, put grease on your splines and then your threads and stuff. That way it slides back on there easy. And I greased that inner race that's in there that moves around, and that way it would be lubricated in there and wouldn't be slapping all over the place. Now we're just gonna put it back together.